Hi children, welcome back to the maths class. So easy conceptual learning by Saujanya. So today we are going to discuss the following topic of fractions. So fractions, that means we have learned the types of fractions. We have learned how to convert mixed fraction to improper, improper to mixed fraction. Yes or no children? Did you practice it? Yes. So we have learned all these, like learning how to convert the mixed fraction into proper fraction and proper fraction to mixed fraction. So today's topic, as we are going, today's topic is we are going to discuss today the comparison of fractions. What is this comparison of fractions? So what is this comparison of fractions? Comparison means whether to tell whether they are greater than, less than or equal to. Yes or no? These three are the symbols which are used for comparison of two numbers, two fractions, two decimals, whatever it is. Yes? This is how we compare. Yes or no? Yes. Now, during comparison, we need two fractions. Yes or no? Yes. You cannot tell for one fraction that it is greater or less. Yes or no? So we need two things to compare. That means, see, here in the comparison of fractions, we are having two topics. One is which are like fractions and the other one is unlike fractions. One is a like fractions and the other one is a unlike fractions. Now under this like fractions, I will tell you some examples. For example, let me take 2 by 3 and 8 by 3. So you can compare them, no? How you told that they are like fractions? Because, recall the definition children, because they are having the same denominator. Yes or no? They are having the same denominator. So when they have the same denominator and they are like fractions, you should compare the numerator. That means 2 or 8. Which is greater children? Yes, 8 is greater. So 2 is less than 8. So many of you, like when you are learning in the beginning classes, like in the starting, that is 3rd, 4th, 5th and all, when you are learning, you are all confused to write these letters. Yes or no? Less than, greater than symbols, you are very much confused. You don't know which is called greater than and which is called less than. But I will tell you an easy trick. Okay, let us try that trick today, and if it is easy for you, you can continue and you can. It will be very much helpful for you to understand. Okay, so in the same question we will see this one. 2 by 3 is, okay, so don't write the answer first, let me leave the answer. So what is my trick is, suppose if I am confused to know which is greater than and which is less than, but I know which is the greater number and which is the smaller number. Yes or no children? You know, no? What is the greater number here? 8. So 8. Open the mouth towards the greater number. Okay. Open the arrow's mouth towards the greater number. And when you are reading it, how to read it? Answer we wrote it very easily. Suppose you take another number. 7 by 5. 12 by 5. Okay. Okay, we will keep this as 17. 17 by 5 and 12 by 5. Now which is greater number here? 17. Simply, just blindly open the mouth towards the greater number. That gives you the answer. It gives you the answer, but you have to learn. You have to read the answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So let us see how to read that answer. 2 by 3. I don't know what is the symbol. Whether it's less than or greater than. But it is in the shape, a little bit in the shape of an L. Yes or no? If it is in the shape of an L, it means that it is less than. It means that it is less than. So 2 by 3 is less than 8 by 3. Is that clear children? Yes. So 2 by 3 is less than 8 by 3. See, I know very well how to write the symbols greater than and less than, and I am ready now to learn the symbol also. Now 17 by 5 and 12 by, is this in the shape of an L? No, it is not in the shape of, it is in the shape of a reverse one. So 17 by 5 is greater than 12 by 5. Is that clear children? And in the similar manner, we are having some symbols which tells equals to also. Yes or no? Yes. So these are the three symbols in like fractions where both the denominators are equal. Is that clear children? Yes. So this is how you find, how you compare the fractions in the like fractions. Okay, for the like. And now coming to the unlike fractions. When you're coming to the unlike fractions, what happen is, see, if you take a number 3 by 5 and the number 2 by 6. Yes, and this bit is given for you for a 1 mark question. For a 1 mark question. Actually, this process of a unlike fraction, we are having two types of procedures for this. Two procedures we have. The first procedure is 3 by 5 and 2 by 6. You need to take the LCM. Make the denominators equal. That means you are converting unlike fraction to the like fraction, and then we will compare the numerators. That is the first procedure. So let us see how that procedure follows. The LCM of 5 and 6. The LCM of 5 and 6 is nothing but 30. Okay, so I need to multiply here with 6 and here with 6 to get 30, and here with 5 and here with 5. So the fraction changes now after multiplication. 3 6 are, it becomes 18. Yes or no? 18 by 30, and the other one becomes 5 2 is 10 by 30. Now see, after taking the LCM, after the multiplication, that means that it is not sufficient to take LCM, children. You need to multiply the remaining to make the denominators equal. Why do we take this LCM? To make the denominators equal and make the unlike fraction into, change the unlike fraction to like fraction. So 18 by 30 to 10 by 30. Now see, denominators are equal. You will follow the same procedure which is there in the like fractions. That means 18 by 30, open the mouth towards the greater number. 18 by 30 means which number? 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 6. Yes or no? Yes. So this is a procedure where if it is given for 2 marks and 3 marks, you need to do this procedure compulsorily. Why? Because you cannot find any kind of shortcuts here. Okay. But if it is given for a 1 mark question, children, the second method which I am telling you now, that follows. See, if I have this question, 3 by 5 and 2 by 6, I will cross multiply the denominator to the numerator. That means from here to the here. That means you see 3 by 5 and you just simply write 2 by 6. Multiply this. 6 3s are 18. I will round off this number. Is that clear? Next, 5 2s are from this side to this side. Cross multiply means that crisscross. Cross like this. From denominators to the opposite numerator. Okay. Multiply. 5 2s are 10. Now which is greater in this rounded numbers? 18 is greater. So 3 by 5 is greater than, open the mouth towards the greater number, than 2 by 6. Is this the answer what we got previously? Yes, no? Yes. But if it is given for 1 mark, you can do it like this. Okay. You can just crisscross, multiply cross, and then you can find out which is greater and which is less. Is that clear, children? This is how you compare unlike fractions. So for unlike fractions, we are having two methods. One method is converting unlike to like and then doing the procedure of like. The second one is you can cross multiply. You can cross multiply and find out how it is. Whether it is greater than, whether it is less than, or whether it is equal to, you can find out like that. Yes or no? Yes. Did you understand both the methods, children? Yes. Yes. Even if you are doing for a 2 marks or a 3 marks question, like making it an LCM and all, when you write it, you can just check this procedure directly so that you can, you will have that confidence that your answer is right. So you can just cross multiply the denominator to the denominators to the numerators, opposite numerators, and you can check the answer whether it is right or not. Once when it is right, it means that it is correct. Okay, children?